For 10,000 years, the Eye of Terror has spewed its ageless horrors into the galaxy, gnawing at the eternal glories of the Imperium, at the very soul of mankind itself. And for every one of those 10,000 years, the fortress world of Cadia has held the gate closed, an adamantium bastion, granted strength by flesh and bone, and seeded purpose by faith in the Emperor's holy light. But as the darkness grew ever deeper, and the blaze of the Astronomicon guttered like a wind-blown candle, the Eye of Terror pulsed, its baleful energy spilling anew across the stars. With a shriek that echoed through nightmares from Medusa to Ultramar, the Black Fleet slipped its moorings. An endless tide of heretics, traitors, demons, and madmen whose desperate fealty was given over to a single damned soul. Abaddon the Despoiler, inheritor of the arch-traitor Horus's reviled legacy. The 13th Black Crusade, herald to a fresh age of nightmare, had begun. Stalwart Cadia would be the first to feel its wrath.
A Blackstone fortress! Without our shields, that accursed Hulk will scour Cadia clean.
Repairs to the null array are underway. We require only a matter of days.
The Magos asks for time. I have none to give.
My wolves will buy all that he needs. Alert my battle bards to prepare for my arrival. By the Fang, I'll not die without a fight.
All sections report ready, Lord. The Fireman's Fang stands ready for battle.
At last! Crew of the Firemain's Fang! The Despoiler's jaws clamp tight about Cadia's throat. His Blackstone fortress comes to claim the kill. I say nay. Not while the Sons of Roos have strength to fight. The valiant dead will shield us from the Black Fleet's curse. We will stalk the will of eternity from amongst the carcasses of its victims. When our fangs are at its belly, we strike with every boarding torpedo and assault craft at our disposal. We will cripple that Blackstone fortress however we can. Weapons, shields, engines, all Father willing, we will tear out its corrupted heart. I know most of you are not Fenris-born. But today it matters not if you feel the fury of Roos in your veins. It matters not if you hail from Fenris, Mundus Pyra, Cadia, or Mars. Today we are brothers, bound by one single glorious purpose. We ride into death with the fury of heroes, and by our sacrifice, strike a blow worthy of saga and song.
For the Emperor! For Cadia! Death to the traitors!
The moment arrives! Let the engines roar!
My lord, all spexes have detected a colossal signature at extreme range. It must be the Blackstone fortress. It's on an inbound heading.
Good. We'll wait in ambush. Bring us about into that asteroid field and cut the drive. Make us look like one more drifting Hulk.
My lord, the Blackstone fortress is almost upon us.
Hold your nerve. The closer it comes before we reveal ourselves, the greater our chances of success.
Inbound vector shifting. This is as close as we're likely to get. Boarding torpedoes stand ready.
So shall it be. Command of the Fang is yours. Give her a good death.
Hilo, for Rus and the Old Father.
For Rus and the All Father!
Keep firing! Keep firing! Cadia stands! For Rus and...
Sven Bloodhowl, stalwart of a brotherhood famed for their courage. But sometimes, courage is not enough.
Initialization failed. Null array inert. Insufficient power. Insufficient power. Rerouting. Reroute failed. Power surge. Processing. No data. Power building. Null array deploying.
Thus did Cadia earn respite, not through the bravery of Sven Bloodhowl, nor the labors of Magus Clan, but through the intercession of a mysterious benefactor. But the respite was short-lived. As the cheers faded, traitor warships blackened the skies. The siege of Cadia Secundus had begun. The forces of the despoiler came in numbers uncounted, but the walls of Casa Crath held. Even in that darkest of days, the flame of humanity's valor burned bright. With faith burning in their hearts, the defenders held the Chaos Hordes at bay, uncaring of the losses they bore in exchange. But flesh fails and faith flickers. With every bloody moment, Abaddon's forces drew closer to victory.
You've done your part, Admiral. I hereby take command of this engagement. We'll give that Blackstone fortress an opponent worthy of its size.
Will of Eternity in primary weapons range.
Unleash the Phalanx's fury.
The Blackstone fortress shields are holding. We're barely scratching it.
Keep firing. We'll flay that abomination an inch at a time if we must.
At your order. Victory or death. Captain, the Will of Eternity's shields are down.
Impossible! Confirm.
Confirmed. They're gone.
I'll wager my right hand they have wolves loose in their belly. The fangs of Fenris bite deep. It's our turn now. Main batteries, open fire! Send that cursed hope to hell!
Reactors go critical. The phalanx will be caught in the blast. The damage.
The Sons of Dawn are too stubborn to die. Why should his regal daughter prove different? Gaze on the Blackstone fortress's dead. Gaze, and rejoice for service fulfilled.
Archmagos. Your reputation precedes you, but you choose a bleak time to come to Cadia.
Bleaker than you know. My adepts uncovered pylons on Area 6. They are a perfect match for those present on Cadia, but were reduced to null during the Fourth Black Crusade.
Abaddon. His malice holds greater purpose than we knew.
Agreed. Ruined pylon fields have been discovered on many worlds, all unmade by the Despoiler.
Why? Their heritage is alien, their purpose unknown.
The pylons' forges remain shrouded, known only to the Omnissiah. But their purpose is revealed. They contain the Eye of Terror. If they are destroyed, the Imperium will claim all. The Imperium will be no more. The pylons must be safeguarded. They are our only weapon against the encroachment of chaos. But I need time to study.
Go. Make your studies. May the Emperor guide you.
I mean you no harm.
But you are an abomination.
I prefer honored guest. But abomination or not, you and I have common cause.
Logic dictates otherwise.
Then you don't seek to understand the nature of this matrix.
You comprehend its secrets.
I was there when they first awakened. Or perhaps I wasn't. Memory is such a fickle thing. Neither of us desires to see this galaxy ripped asunder by the Imperial ones. Destroy me if you wish. Nothing will change. For me, for you, for this world.
Show me.
Admiral, this is madness. Entering real space so close to a planet, you'll doom us all.
A good officer commands without doubt, and obeys without question.
Entering real space in 3, 2, 1...
Blessed Emperor, we're in the heart of the fight.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. Form up.
Incoming enemy squadrons!
Brace for impact.
We've lost the Purity Blade!
Silver Dawn to Cadian High Command. Where do you need us?
This battle is lost! We must disengage!
Coward. Commissar. Do your duty.
As the Emperor wills! Incoming transmission!
Phalanx to Silver Dawn. This is Commodore Trevaux. Situation critical. Chaos forces have launched a full-scale planet strike. They aim to destroy the pylons of the Elysian fields. They must not succeed. Reinforce the position. The Phalanx will cover your back. Remain vigilant. We have reports that the Despoiler leads the assault. The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects. Silver Dawn, this is the Admiral. All ahead full.
Auspex readings indicate unusual energy signatures at the Elysian fields.
Explain. I need more. By the Emperor!
Omnissiah's grace, this is beyond my experience. Analyzing.
Hurry! What are we looking at?
Analyzing complete. The pylons, the energy beam is repelling the Eye of Terror.
How is that possible? No matter. Our duty remains. Prepare for planet strike.
Incoming transmission. It's the Phalanx.
The despoiler has retreated to the Vengeful Spirit to lick his wounds. We cannot let this opportunity slip away. All vessels, engage the Vengeful Spirit. For the salvation of mankind and vengeance long due, we will destroy this abomination once and for all.
This is Admiral Catalia to Battle Group Silver Dawn. We have our orders, and we're closer than anyone else. Today, the arch-traitor dies at our hands. Divert all power to weapons. Load torpedoes. We are the Emperor's fury. We shall not fail. Fire! All weapons!
The Vengeful Spirit is firing, sustaining hull damage, structural breaches on all decks.
No! No!
Weapon system, critical. Reactor, critical. Fires reported on all decks. We are heavily damaged. Estimated crew loss, 65,000.
The Vengeful Spirit intercepted our torpedoes. No significant damage.
What? What have I done? My pride. My arrogance.
Additional Chaos vessels inbound.
Very well. If that is how this ends. If we are to die, let it be with the Emperor's light in our eyes and his fury in our voice. We fight on! All hands! One last effort before they overwhelm us! Make this count!
Admiral, the enemy are peeling away.
No. You must be mistaken.
Confirmed. They are moving towards the wreckage of the Blackstone fortress.
What? What are they doing? Vox officer, transmit a wideband message to all forces on Cadia. Tell them to evacuate the planet. Now!
The Imperium of man. A million worlds scattered across an uncaring galaxy. A million worlds forever under threat from the machinations of cursed traitors and perfidious xenos. It is an empire consumed by war, by the very battle for survival itself, for there is no peace amongst the stars. The Space Marines, genetically modified warriors who know no fear, spearhead every counter-assault, taking the battle to the heart of the foe. From the smoke-wreathed horror of Adeptus Mechanicus Forge Worlds sail warships of fearsome potency, their weapons blessed by the Machine God, and their crews dedicated to the Omnissiah's holy cause. The Scholar Progenium molds callow flesh into leaders, officers of the Imperial Navy, the greatest fleet ever to span the stars. These heroes dedicate their life to the Imperium's defense, confronting the ceaseless threat of chaos wherever it manifests. The war against the dark gods and their worshippers is the eternal battle for the soul of mankind, for the future of the galaxy itself. It is the forge upon which true heroes are struck and legends tempered. Admiral Spire is one such legend, savior of the Gothic sector, vanquisher of Warmaster Abaddon's 12th Black Crusade. For centuries he has been lost, trapped in the shifting tides of the Imperium, while in pursuit of the hated foe. Such travails would drive an ordinary man to madness, or into the clutches of the very gods he once opposed. But Spire is no ordinary man, and his time is coming once more.
We're out. Praise the Emperor, but I can see the stars again. Receiving distress hymnals. The region's alive with them. According to the timestamps, Admiral, the year. It's 999 M41. We've been lost in the warp for over 800 years. And Cadia, the hymnals report that it's been destroyed, sir. There's a lot of confusion out there, sir. And Admiral, Cadia fell at Abaddon's hand.
Then we are returned not a moment too soon. Navigator, chart a course to the Cadian system. We may be an age too late to join the battle, but revenge is still within our grasp.
Warp engines online. Geller field holding.
This is Admiral Spire to all Imperial vessels. Rally at coordinates 154554. This isn't over.
Admiral, we're showing Imperial vessels engaged with traitor vessels around the ruins of Cadia.
Auspexes show massive damage across all vessels. They cannot endure long.
Then we have arrived at a propitious moment. All ships, prepare to attack.
I am also reading concentrations of plasmic stellizoa in local space. They are highly unstable and will explode on contact.
I recommend we eliminate them before we engage the enemy, Admiral.
Agreed. Let it be so.
So, another deluded worm comes crawling to the wreck of Cadia. There is no more defiance in this place, only death at the War Master's command.
Death there shall be. But at Cadia, the Emperor's will yet prevails.
All enemy vessels have been destroyed, or have fled with tails between their legs.
Then it is a victory. And one well won.
You have my thanks, Admiral. We owe you our lives.
You owe the Emperor your lives, and your service. In his name I will put both to use. Cadia stands.
10,000 years have passed since the galaxy burned in the fires of the Horus heresy. 10 millennia since the greatest of the Emperor's Primarchs fell into the grasp of eternal damnation and tore the galaxy asunder. Horus Lupercal may be dead, his body ashes, and his memory the stuff of a cursed legend. But the wounds he wrought yet gape in the hide of an embattled Imperium. For the battle against chaos knows no end. Many of Horus' servants survived the civil wars, and they have not forgotten their defeat. When the War Master fell, they retreated to the Eye of Terror and waged battle anew. Greatest of these was Abaddon the Despoiler, Horus' greatest living heir. Abaddon took the title of War Master for his own, and embarked upon a long and bloody campaign to succeed where his fallen master had failed. 12 Black Crusades he launched against the Imperium of Man. 12 world-shattering campaigns to forever alter the balance of power. Now, as the millennium draws to a close, a vast armada of traitors slips its moorings as Abaddon launches his 13th and perhaps final strike. As the tide of chaos breaks against the Cadian gate, the Imperium holds its breath. Faith alone cannot hold back these bleak waters. Only valor will serve.
The Chaos Fleet is dust on the solar winds, my lord.
As it should be. Well done, Admiral. The clarion you have sounded will echo throughout the Eye of Terror. The Imperium reclaims its own.
Repopulation efforts are already underway. The scale of it, it's too much for a single sector.
Indeed, Admiral. Many of the repopulation fleets are heading to Nemesis Tessera, which the Lords of Terror decree shall now fall under your command.
I am humbled by their trust.
Then reward it with triumph, Admiral Spire. Eyes both near and distant watch your actions with great interest. The battle group Silver Dawn is returning to dockyards via Nemesis Tessera. You will protect it.
Of course, my lord.
The Fortress Oubliette of Nemesis Tessera was once the Inquisition's most closely guarded secret. A bastion of knowledge and rigor, and a convocation point for the Imperium's most trusted servants. No more. The onset of the 13th Black Crusade set the world awash with treachery and war. Though Nemesis Tessera's dread secrets were stolen, the world itself endured, thanks to the heroism of the Space Wolves and Inquisitor Zero. From the doomed hive world of Chimalomus to the seditious penal world of Avara's Gulag, the sector remains crippled by corruption and heresy. Yet in the forsaken fields of the Obsidian Depths, mutation, madness, and all their damned siblings are curiously absent. It is as if the Obsidian Depths border onto something not yet adequately defined, or perhaps waiting to be discovered.
Admiral Spire, it is an honor to finally meet the hero of Schindelgeist. We have arrived at the rendezvous. Or should I say that most of us have. Almost a third of the fleet has yet to make contact.
A high tally. Do you know why?
It is impossible to be certain. The area is full of Auspex shadows and sensor clones.
Ideal conditions for ambush. We must remain vigilant.
We are moving towards the warp point.
Understood. We are monitoring your progress.
They're moving too slow. If someone comes for them, they're done.
We are picking up new signatures nearby.
We have them too, my lord. Bound to be trouble.
Well, no one ever said a naval life was uneventful. Stand to battle stations.
Signal identified. It's an Aeldari vessel. Perfidious devils.
Aeldari? What do they want with the Silver Dawn?
Admiral Spire, we need your assistance.
Wait. I know those markings.
The region of space now known as the Eye of Terror was once home to the Aeldari Empire. A prideful, sensuous people, the Aeldari realized too late the perils of excess. The fourth Chaos God, Slaanesh, was born from their debauchery, its coming heralded by a psychic scream that shook real space to its foundations and devastated the Aeldari. The Crone Worlds are all that remain of the Aeldari's fallen domain. They are blighted planets, consumed by the spreading unreality of the Eye of Terror, and twisted to new and nightmarish realities. Though the Crone Worlds are overrun by the servants of the Dark Gods, the Aeldari have not entirely abandoned them. They cannot, for only here can the treasured spirit stones be harvested, and thus the souls of the dying be saved from thirsting Slaanesh. Such expeditions are fraught with peril, for there are few more dangerous places amongst the stars. Many who seek the Crone Worlds do not return. The Aeldari have never recovered from the horrors of the Fall. They are a fractured, dwindling population on the brink of extinction. Most dwell aboard star-treading craft worlds, honing their peerless minds along the disciplined paths in the hope of staving off the perils of decadence and thus preventing a second, final catastrophe. But not all Aeldari can bear the rigidity of craft world life. Some depart their homes, seeking adventure amongst the stars as corsairs. Such lives are fraught with danger, but are also rich with excitement. These outcasts can be found in every corner of the galaxy, blazing a brief but exhilarating trail before madness claims them. The Drakari, too, live outside the structures of the Aeldari path. Corrupt and cruel, they keep Slaanesh at bay, not with discipline and spirit stones, but by feasting on the torment of others. Raiders and slavers all, the Drakari are a blight upon the galaxy, as selfish as they are sadistic, as untrustworthy as they are cunning. But in recent days, the barriers between the Aeldari factions have begun to crumble, with ever more gathering beneath the banner of one named Ivrain. These Inari keep their beliefs hidden as their intentions. Should they be encountered on the battlefield, caution will serve you well.
What do we have here? Admiral Spire? Many tides have turned since we fought together against the Despoiler.
Would that we had met in better circumstances. Out of regard for those days, I will allow you this opportunity to withdraw.
Impossible. The vessels you protect to sail on one of our craft worlds. They shall not escape.
The Silver Dawn attacked a craft world. No matter, I cannot allow you to harm them further.
Then your death will herald theirs, though it gives me no pleasure.
Damage critical!
Admiral Catalia, make preparations for war.
Confirmed. What about you? What are you planning?
We'll buy you time to get clear.
You have my thanks.
Brothers have fallen!
The Aeldari ships are falling apart, my lord. Looks like there are survivors escaping aboard shuttlecraft.
Leave them be. This was a victory for no one.
You dance as well as I remember, Spire. It makes no difference. Ostara will be avenged.
Why, Voidstinger? Why was this necessary?
Ask your Admiral Drang. Who knows, perhaps we will dance together again.
Once every few centuries is enough.
As the night run, Admiral Spire. Until we meet once again.
It seems that the Silver Dawn has successfully departed the region. You have done well.
I did my duty, my lord. Why was I not informed of their mission?
Need I remind you that there are some truths your rank denies you? It was not your concern.
My concern is that the Aeldari proved themselves valuable allies in the past.
And foes, too, as I'm sure you are aware. The Agripinaa sector lies before you, and the stellar fortress, Baleful Night. The battle station is lightly defended, and its destruction will halt the spread of heresy that so plagues this sector. See to it personally, Admiral. Bring Agripinaa to justice. Drang out.
As you order, Admiral. Set course for the Ultor system.
One moment, Admiral.
Our orders are clear, Commodore. Or do you question the High Admiral's wisdom?
I would suggest refining that wisdom, my lord. No sense striking until we're prepared. Defeat serves no one.
The Forge World Agripinaa itself would have fallen millennia ago, but for its formidable defenses, now bolstered by the Cadian diaspora. Even with Cadia lying in ruins, its scions stand firm beside Agripinaa. And it is well that this is so, for the world's technological wonders have proven an irresistible lure to Chaos warpsmiths. The Agripinaa sector is a linchpin in the Cadian Gate's defenses, a laboring manufactorum that feeds nearby worlds with weaponry and much-needed munitions. Wealth abounds within its borders, and it supplies the Astra Militarum with many of its finest regiments.
We have the battle station in sight, Admiral. Just where Lord High Admiral Drang said it would be. But the defenses? That can't be right.
I need data, Commodore, not panic.
Sorry, sir. Drang projected light defenses, but there's a whole armada waiting for us.
Confirmed, Admiral. All specs arrays report full and accurate function.
They were warned. There can be no other explanation. It seems we have a fight on our hands.
Telemetry indicates a solar eruption underway, Admiral. It will reach our location in approximately 1 minute.
It'll strip our void shields.
Not just ours. Magos, is there anywhere we can seek cover?
There is a high probability that the asteroid or the gas cloud will provide the protection we seek. That's the last one, Admiral. The conflict zone is ours.
And the battle station?
Inert. I estimate no significant operations have been conducted here in some time.
With every passing moment, this feels more like a trap. At the very least, they knew we'd be coming.
Agreed, Commodore. I'll contact Lord High Admiral Drang. There must be a spy within the Admiralty. I've no doubt Drang knows where to look for him.
Admiral Spire!
Inquisitor Darkhammer. Your reputation precedes you, my lord.
As does yours, Admiral. And not all of it is as flattering as you might wish. Still, these are desperate times, and I have little choice. Lord High Admiral Drang is dead.
Dead? You are certain?
I placed the shot with care. Drang was a traitor, an agent suborned by the thrice-cursed Alpha Legion. He has played us all for fools, and you more than any, Admiral Spire. His command is yours. His rank is yours. I'm sure you will prove your loyalty, one way or the other. High Admiral Spire, I have need of you.
At your command, my Lord Inquisitor.
I have reviewed your record, replete with commendations from heroes such as Commander Dante and Captain Abradal. I cannot help but be disappointed. Your stewardship of the Agripinaa sector leaves much to be desired. My agents have uncovered a mountain of false reports. They conceal evidence of xenos slave raids on isolated outposts and fringe worlds.
No officer under my command would...
Let us hope not. But you will put an end to this travesty at once. Prove yourself worthy of the office entrusted to you. Purge the xenos from this sector, High Admiral.
High Admiral, Drukhari raiders closing on Imperial transport ships.
They're carrying thousands of new workers.
How delicious. One mewling weakling offers himself to another. Do you have a name? Primitive.
This is Lord High Admiral Spire of Battlefleet Gothic. Your predations will not go unpunished.
Such spark, such fire. Burning brief like a candle before the bitter moon. Preen elsewhere, Admiral Spire. Your petty cloak of defiance is poor raiment, unfitting to be worn before your betters.
Degenerate xenos. It is not my cloak that should concern you, but the lesson in humility I've come to teach.
Or perhaps I should tutor you. Yes, one can never have too many pets. You will tend the cage well, with proper encouragement. All ships, loose your claws, seize the freighters, bring their crews to me writhing in torment.
Admiral Spire to Drukhari raiders. This is your only warning. Depart empty-handed, or suffer the Imperium's wrath.
What is this? I was promised rich prey herds, unvigiled and ripe for the taking. Find my spy master and have him flayed alive.
I repeat, withdraw now or be obliterated. These are loyal subjects of the Imperium, not your chattels.
Break and attack! Pattern of the Void Serpent! Fill your holds with prisoners, but the Admiral is mine. His scream shall last a lifetime beneath my blade.
Drukhari vessels closing.
Commodore, report. Is that the last of them?
Seems so, High Admiral. Always hard to tell with Drukhari, but I think so.
Secure from battle stations. The border will be safer, at least for a time.
Reports of xenos activity have slackened almost to nothing, High Admiral. Perhaps you may yet serve the Emperor's designs.
I am gratified by your praise, Lord Inquisitor.
Some good has come of this, my lords. The affected worlds have raised substantial militias to repel the xenos. They'll serve as effective auxiliaries if the despoiler's forces return.
The situation should never have been allowed to arise. See that there is no repeat.
Understood, my lord.
We're receiving a message from the governor of Laurentix of Bellis Corona. Seems like while we were chasing Drukhari slavers, the despoiler took advantage.
High Admiral Spire!
I wonder what this could be about. Can this wait, my lord? We're moving to reinforce Laurentix.
Ah. Yes. Very good, High Admiral. Carry on. Darkhammer out.
Some days I miss Inquisitor Horst. I wonder whatever became of him.
Bellis Corona is a vital anchorage, serving as the Imperial Navy's primary base in the Segmentum Obscurus. Over the millennia, its importance has only grown, and it now acts as the Imperium's administrative capital for the entire Segmentum. In the prelude of the 13th Black Crusade, the arch-traitor Typhus descended on Bellis Corona, spreading a devastating contagion named in whispers as the Plague of Unbelief. Despite Typhus' assault and the loss of billions of lives, the sector held firm. But in recent days, Psychers stationed in Bellis Corona have suffered total collapse. Their minds torn asunder by some strange and terrible shadow moving through the Imperium. This can only bode ill.
It pleases me that Admiral Spire, hero of the Imperium, has come to witness my labor's bounty. I regret that I cannot be there in person, but my plagued apostles will only be too glad to usher you into my grandfather's welcoming embrace.
Your rotten form has clung too long to life. Fear not. We shall bring you the release you so richly deserve.
We all wallow in mortal corruption before long, Admiral. Won't you embrace the gift of entropy?
Allow me to present a gift of my own. Kill the channel and bring us about.
Aye, sir. We have multiple unidentified signals inbound on our location.
Reinforcements. My thanks, Admiral, for bringing such a bounty of souls before my apostles' sides.
He thinks they're ours. Magus Krawn. I need those signals deciphered. Now.
Processing.
Hi, Admiral. New signals identified as vessels of the Tyranid Hive Mind.
Will preserve us. The Great Devourer.
Tyranids. Here. Where in the blasted hells have they come from? All ships. We have Tyranid vessels inbound. Prepare for new orders.
The Tyranids. The Great Devourer. In all the stars, there has never been a xenos race more inimical to the survival of mankind. Indeed, they are the bane of all other life. Their origins are but poorly understood. The stuff of rumor and supposition and nightmare. The Adepts of Mars believe that a single unknowable consciousness guides the Hive Fleets about their voracious purpose. This consciousness knows only unquenchable hunger. Hive ships serve as synapse nodes, spreading the influence of the Tyranid hive mind across the stars. Such is the hive mind's suffocating will that the warp is distorted for light years around. Confusion and terror spread before the Hive Fleets advance, as dreams darken and madness spreads. As the Hive Fleets advance, the suffocating embrace quenches the Emperor's light and drowns doomed worlds in psychic shadow. But the greatest threat comes from within. Foul creatures known as gene stealers infiltrate unvigilant worlds. A patriarch arises from the population's subverted flesh and projects a psychic beacon to draw the Hive Fleet ever closer. As the gene stealer cult grows in power, they emerge from the shadows of their benighted world. Civil war rages, shaking the planet asunder. Then the skies darken with spores and the Hive Fleet's voracious tendrils. The cultists exult at the fulfillment of prophecy and their ascension into the light. Their delusions die with them. There are many Hive Fleets, each but a facet of the immeasurable Tyranid threat. Leviathan is the greatest, and has wrought ruin on a scale never before witnessed. Though the great rift arising from Cadia's ruin has severed many of Leviathan's tendrils, many more remain. Even now, one is surging towards the Eye of Terror.
Merciful Emperor. A full Hive Fleet. We're in for a fight now, right enough.
Such is our duty. All ships, we hold the line here. We are touched by the Emperor's light. We shall not retreat. We shall not fail.
That's the last of them, High Admiral. Bless me, but that was close work.
The Imperium shall ever prevail, so long as valiant souls stand in its defense. Never doubt that, Commodore. Magos Kron, I leave it to you to ensure any biological contamination is contained. Not one spore must be allowed to reach Laurentics. Do you understand me?
Confirmed. I shall oversee the cleansing personally. I request permission to stasis seal viable samples for further study back on Agripinaa.
Very well, but no risks. And all transports to fly under full quarantine.
Inquisitor Darkhammer, I bring grave news from Laurentics.
Be quick about it, High Admiral. All news is grave news.
We have encountered a Tyranid Hive Fleet. Initial contact suggests a minimal presence, but it's impossible to be certain. We can take no chances.
Understood, High Admiral. I shall monitor the situation. Lord High Admiral Spire.
A pleasure to hear your voice as ever, Inquisitor. How may I serve the Imperium?
One of my agents has been contacted by a Necron turncoat. This individual claims knowledge of dire happenings in the Reznor system.
A Necron traitor? I've never heard of such a thing.
They are rare, but known to those of us who make study of such things. But is he trustworthy? We will only find that out through investigation.
Understood, Inquisitor. I'll dispatch scouts at once. Better still, I'll lead the mission personally.
Chinchar is the mineral heart of the Segmentum Obscurus, feeding the manufactorums of Agripinaa and a dozen other sectors. There are few truly colonized planets in this sector, as worlds rich in mineral resource tend towards the inhospitable. The citizens of Chinchar are likely to be slaves or penal workers, living out miserable lives in arid mines or aboard freighters. But for some renegades, there are other options. Reznor, the last resting place of vessels whose fury once shuddered the stars. A world rich in resource for those in need, and fraught with peril besides, for it is not only sunlight that caresses the planet's surface, but the toxic emissions from 1,000 reactors still trapped in decaying orbit.
I am receiving reports from the Reznor explorator teams.
And?
They report a Necron presence at Reznor. All data point to a newly awakened tomb world.
As if we didn't have enough to worry about. I hate those metal devils.
It seems we have a new foe to consider. But we shall prevail, if it is the Emperor's will.
High Admiral, I am receiving a transmission from an unknown source. It is attempting to bypass our protocols.
That's impossible.
Apparently not. Very well. Put it through.
Do I have the pleasure of addressing Lord High Admiral Spire?
I suspect you already know the answer. Just as I assume you're Inquisitor Darkhammer's informant.
Yes. You, Spire. That mixture of disapproval and suppressed subservience could belong to no one else.
What do you want?
Only to help. I see you've uncovered the Neferu dynasty. Such devious fellows. They're up to no good.
Such as?
I don't yet know. But if you've the sense your reputation suggests, you raise Reznor to rubble and allow nothing to escape. We'll speak again, I'm sure.
Well, that was unusual. Can we trust him?
I doubt that very much. But there's trouble brewing at Reznor. I can feel it.
Long ago, before mankind was even a footnote in galactic history, the Necrons ruled the stars. But the march of time and grievous war forced them into hibernation. For 60 million years, they slumbered, untold legions entombed in deathless slumber, waiting for the hour in which their rule would once more shape the galaxy. Now, at long last, that time has arrived. With the coming of Abaddon's Black Crusade, life stirs beneath dead worlds. The mad pharaoh Kefrek rouses the Neferu dynasty to war. Ships of living metal blacken the stars, immune to the perils of an uncaring void, harnessing technology far beyond mankind's grasp. These vessels bestride the stellar wastes of the gods of old, reuniting the sundered worlds of the Neferu in a single glorious purpose. But Kefrek's plans go deeper than mere reconquest. The expansion of Dominion is but one step along the path that will either see him master of all he surveys, or the worlds bordering the Eye of Terror reduced to ash.
We have reached Reznor, Lord High Admiral.
Excellent. All vessels, prepare to engage.
I advise caution. There are many asteroids in this area, too many to be a natural phenomena.
You do not belong in this place, upstart. Leave now, or suffer the wrath of the Neferu at my glorious hand.
Your forays into Imperial space have cost the Emperor dearly. The debt comes due.
Your words are like the droning of scarabs, full of fury but lacking import. I have delivered warning, as protocol demands. The choice is yours.
Your orders, Lord High Admiral.
We proceed.
Test begins. Your upstart vessels are no match for our timeless technology.
We will endure, and we will triumph. The Emperor stands with us. All is lost!
You have fought well, Admiral. We shall cross swords again, I am sure.
What does he mean again?
Necron vessel is emitting strange energy signatures. I need more data.
The metal devil's trying to flee.
Malkador's teeth. Drazen warned us to let nothing escape. I want that ship destroyed.
Bulkhead's failing!
Necron vessel destroyed, Lord High Admiral.
Good. Amarkan ran us too close. Curse the Xenos and their eldritch technologies.
Shall I deploy the fleet for planetary bombardment?
Proceed, but I want no more surprises. Report anything out of the ordinary.
As you command, Lord High Admiral.
High Admiral Spire. Returned in triumph and perhaps a little wiser.
Indeed. Why betray your people like this?
My people? They were Nephilim. Little better than you primitives in their way. You've achieved much today. Abaddon was their greatest menace. It will make things easier. I'm sure we'll speak again.
The plot thickens.
Regretfully, the Tyranid menace will have to wait. An Aeldari fleet is moving on Medusa.
The Iron Hands chapter's planet. It must be dire if the Iron Hands are calling for aid.
They are not. But the Imperium cannot afford Astartes' pride in this hour. You have my authority to intervene. Darkhammer out.
Fortress Medusa. A bastion of Omnissiah's will. A blessed day.
Duty is its own reward, Magos.
A harsh realm of perpetual gloom that breeds a harsh people. With a dark and polluted sky, Medusa's sun rarely reaches the planet's surface. It is a world of highly unstable geology, with earthquakes and volcanic eruptions constantly reshaping the mountains and seas. The world's resources have long been mined to exhaustion, plundered by the Telstarax, an ancient space station that hangs in orbit to this day. Medusa, then, is a world trapped in the past, marred by old wounds and burdened with pride and fading glory. Yet it remains a powerful symbol, and a weighty prize to he who would claim it.
Incursors! Identify yourself, or suffer the wrath of the Iron Hands!
This is Lord High Admiral Spire of the Imperial Navy. In the Emperor's name, we join our strength to yours.
Very well. In the name of the Gorgon, I accept your aid.
How may we be of assistance, Captain?
Our defenses are in ruins following the Despoiler's invasion. What vessels we have left are needed to protect Medusa. You will seek and destroy the Aeldari pirates in our name.
Aeldari interlopers. This is Lord High Admiral Spire of Battlefleet Gothic. You trespass on a system not your own. Depart, or be annihilated.
We are the children of Aleatok. We tread where our spirits call us, and heed not the clumsy threats of your kind.
I am not in the business of issuing threats I cannot deliver upon.
You primitives. Many voices, but only one impotent refrain.
Very well. If it is proof you require, then you shall have it.
Hail, Lord High Admiral! What ships we could afford stand beside you in battle?
More likely doesn't trust us to get the job done.
Perhaps, but it matters little. You honor us, Captain. We are proud to stand beside the sons of Medusa.
As you should be, Lord High Admiral. Let us hurl these brittle xenos into the void.
The last of the Aeldari vessels is destroyed. Medusa once again belongs only to the Emperor's servants.
Securing from battle stations. We have carried the day. You see, Commodore? Xenos trickery is nothing to Imperial might.
And I am glad of it.
The clans salute you, High Admiral. You have our gratitude.
You honor our service, Captain. Lord Inquisitor, the Aeldari have been repelled. Medusa is secured.
Acceptable, Admiral. Most acceptable. But we have allowed the xenos to distract us for too long. By one means or another, the Aeldari must be reckoned with and the Black Fleet destroyed. These tasks are now your sole concern.
I do not take your meaning.
I have been recalled to Terra. Some trifle about the unexpected death of a colleague, one in which I might have played a small role. She was a traitor, a consorter with foul xenos, but that hardly matters. My peers wish a discussion. I entrust the defense of the Aegis Ocularis to you. Do not give me cause for regret.
My life is service, Lord Inquisitor.
Yes. Well, I suppose we'll see, won't we?
We are receiving reports that orcs are hunting space titans in the Harvest system.
Leave them to it. Filthy beasts belong together.
No, it won't stop there. We should eliminate the greenskin menace while we can. If some of their numbers are on the hunt, they will be vulnerable. We'll take advantage of that.
As you command, sir.
With warp storms rendering astropathic communications erratic, Segmentum Obscura's High Command continued experiencing difficulty coordinating its forces. Imperial commanders were advised that communications received from distant sources were not to be trusted. Scattered reports indicated that, in addition to Chaos incursions, Scarus nurtured an increasing greenskin menace. Eventually, High Command took this threat seriously. They acted too late. What would become known as the Green Crusade had grown from a few scattered and disorganized tribes to a mighty war that threatened to overwhelm the Imperium's embattled holdings. With the capture of Forge World Mordax Prime, the Green Crusade's momentum redoubled. Survivors from the rechristened Mordaka Prime report seeing hundreds of Gargants being fashioned from the debris, and skies thick with the choking black smoke of Orc cruisers. It can only be a matter of time before other worlds share Mordax's fate. Orcs are amongst the deadliest of the xenos races. Multitudinous, belligerent, and possessed of brutal cunning, they spread across the stars like a green tide. Even in the war-riven sectors around the Eye of Terror, forever beset by chaos, they rank amongst the greatest threats. As battle raged between the Imperium and the dread forces of chaos, the Orcs gained a foothold upon ravaged worlds, using them as staging areas from which they could slingshot deeper into Imperial territory. Orc technology is ramshackle, but terrifyingly effective, combining mismatched components, scavenged gear, and intuitive leaps to forge weapon systems whose inner workings baffle the most experienced of the Imperium's adepts, but lack for nothing in sheer unbridled firepower. In much the same way, an Orc warlord can take a multitude of squabbling clans and forge them into an unstoppable army. Such a war has the sheer unbridled might necessary to conquer the stars themselves, leaving naught but rubble in its wake. As its momentum grows, so do its numbers grow, swollen by green skins drawn to the promise of bloodlust, teeth, and loot.
Looks like we got some Ubix nearby. Come stealing my fishies, I reckon.
We come to slaughter you, brute. Nothing more.
Liar! You want the fishies? Well, you ain't gonna get them. Bring us a better, lads. Make with the Dakar.
What are those things, High Admiral?
I can't say for certain, Commodore. The tides of space house many strange sights.
Data repositorium indicates they are classified as void whales. Data is also inconclusive beyond the name.
I wonder why the orcs want them.
Right, fishes! Get your thieving hands off them, you rats!
Well struck, my lord. That was a thunderous blow.
The Omen's crump one of my fishes! Drive them off so we can scrabble its guts!
This makes no sense. The creature's innards are driven with radiation. Inedible, even to orcs.
They will serve some purpose, have no doubt. Orcs do nothing without purpose, however strange it may seem to us.
Vessel screams!
Greenskin fleet has been destroyed, High Admiral.
Acknowledged. There is a mystery here. What did those orcs want with these creatures, and why?
Who can say? There's no predicting a greenskin. At least this won't trouble anyone else.
Data recovered from the wreckage suggests that the orcs were hoping to lure an even vaster creature with the Space Titan entrails.
Delightful. Then again, my first captain said something about a hungry beast that plowed the tides of the warp seeking fresh meat.
We have troubles enough without inventing threats to be faced, Commodore. Spare us your tall tales, and get us away from this place.
Not suddenly nervous, are you, sir? About something being drawn to the Titan innards.
You have your orders, Commodore.
High Admiral Spire.
Yes, Lord Inquisitor.
The frequency of orc raids is unacceptable. I demand you attend to the problem at once.
Of course. These matters are best dealt with through a display of strength. I need only the location of the war boss. His defeat will shatter his followers.
He's on Mordax, also my agents tell me. Attend to the matter, High Admiral. Or need I find someone else to do so?
Humans? Here? Coming to my favorite world? Oh, we gotta crump ya! And crump ya good!
You suffer from overconfidence, Orc. That world has been yours too long. We come to reclaim it.
You're having a laugh! Yumi's is weak, and I'm strongest! Blitz Ripper is the strongest! Alright lads, time to show them tin scales who's the strongest! Oi, Gospitter, why ain't you ready in the fight? Change me mind. I ain't taking orders from you no more. You ain't got a mind! You follow my sogging orders! No! You follow my sogging orders!
The Greenskins are firing on each other as well as us. Huh. No discipline.
Indeed. Let us make the most of their foolishness.
failing! Imperial escort destroyed!
To serve the Omnissiah!
That was close. When they had us surrounded.
Indeed. The Orcs would conquer us all, if they but united around a single leader. As it is, their disorder allows us to destroy them piecemeal.
And thank the Emperor for that.
Always.
The Green Crusade, once an unstoppable tide of war, is all but washed away.
My lord, I recommend we commence an aggressive study of the Hive ships. This may yield clues to the location of the fleet's master organism.
That won't be easy.
The correct path is seldom without obstacles, Commodore. Very well. We'll prioritize as you advise, Magos.
The enemy has accumulated 25% of strategic points. You have seized a strategic
My lord,
area.
I have deduced the location of the master organism.
And not before time. Commodore, gather the fleet. It's time to end this. This is the hour. The monstrosity is sated. It is vulnerable to assault. If we strike swiftly, with faith as our guide and courage in our hearts, we will overcome the Guardian vessels and hurl the abomination back into the darkness of the void that birthed it. Stand to battle stations. Humanity's future is in your hands.
Other bio-vessels detected. Closing fast.
Well, we always knew this would test us. We keep fighting.
Emperor's eyes! What was that?
A psychic scream. The Ancient One's energy levels peaked a moment prior.
The crews will be shaken. Fleet-wide morale will suffer.
Hell, keep us moving. We cannot suffer another attack of that kind.
Our vessel screams. Escort ship at null function.
More Tyranid vessels closing, High Admiral.
So the battle shifts in the Abomination's favor. No. We shall triumph. We must!
I am detecting another signature. Interference from the Tyranids makes interpretation uncertain.
Decode it, and with haste. The hour is dark enough. We cannot afford surprises.
As you command, High Admiral.
Holy terror. We've inbound. So Tyranids in the whole sector.
Registering incoming transmission from Adeptus Astartes Strike Force, High Admiral.
Hail, Admiral! Permission to join the hunt!
Permission granted, Captain.
Good. For a man to whittle without your leave. Let our spears strike as one!
It's broken contact, High Admiral.
All ships! End this!
Successful hunt, High Admiral.
But a costly one. Let us hope this is an end of the matter.
Projections suggest that will be so, High Admiral. As of this moment, the Tyranid menace is at an end.
And Hive Fleet Leviathan, devourer of 1,000 worlds, has been driven back into the void.
Looks like we've seen the last of the Tyranids.
For now. But they always return. We've brought a reprieve for 1 generation. Maybe 2.
Long enough to settle this other business, though.
You are correct, Commodore. The battle for mankind's survival never ends. But we must celebrate our victories where we find them, and praise the Emperor for our deliverance. Commodore, report.
Right, sir. Near as we can tell, there are 4 lieutenants working under Abaddon. His chosen. A tangle of black-hearted traitors and no mistake.
We've crossed lances with Threxos before. The others are new to me. Although I believe Devram Korda has made an enemy of Eldrathane Voidstinger. There may be opportunity here.
If we want to make a dent in the Black Fleet, we'll have to kill the lot. And they won't die easy.
A sound strategy. We take their heads. It'll slow the Despoiler's advance. Make ready. Cadia calls for vengeance.
What glories Belial IV once knew are long behind it, destroyed a millennia ago by the onset of chaos. Yet it remains almost holy ground for the alien Aeldari, who once counted this now barren waste as a jewel within their star-spanning empire.
Ready. Spire! I have longed for this day! You may have bested my lieutenants at Helotas, but I will have your skull!
I have heard such claims before, and yet here I stand. My skull is not yours to claim, traitor.
We shall see! Howl Corn's praises, Admiral, for your bones will be in his care soon enough! Yes! More! Let carnage be loosed upon the stars! Rend flesh from bone! Pound adamantium to dust!
You are no warrior, Threxos, but a masterless apostate beast. We shall dispatch you as such.
Yes! A beast! A slaughterer of men! A defiler of temples and ravager of kings! For corn! Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull throne!
Drooling mess, that one.
Likely a monster long before the dark gods set their claws into his black soul.
Ship ready!
Shut him up, sir. No more trouble from that heretic. That's the last of them. Auspex confirms Hellbreed's fleet is blood and wreckage.
Khorne will have to be satisfied with the skulls of his own this day. Offer my congratulations to the crew. This is a heavy blow. We have weakened the despoiler this day.
Aye, sir. Congratulations on your victory.
The Emperor's victory. He stands with us always.
Threxos Hellbreed has met his end.
An overdue victory remains a victory, and one to celebrate.
High Admiral, I have received communication from an explorator fleet. They report a warp oddity that allows passage through the Cicatrix Maledictum and to Holy Terror.
Glad tidings, and a welcome change. But I'm sure there is a complication.
Indeed. There are reports of supply convoys disappearing on the Ozymandias cluster. Perhaps they are simply losing contact with the Astronomicon.
Or perhaps it is something more. Either way, we should investigate. The road to Terra must be kept clear.
Missing supply ships. More accurately, what remains of them. Their wreckage is strewn about this area.
They're all dead as dust, sir. Looks like someone brought siege weaponry to bear.
Then it's safe to discount navigational error. This bodes ill.
Reading vessels inbound. Traitor signatures.
All hands! Battle stations!
Reading more inbound vessels. One of gargantuan size.
Emperor's eyes. Is that the planet killer?
It is indeed. A memory of yesterday, come to haunt the present. I thought we ended its terror in the Gothic War. No matter. This time, there will be a final reckoning.
See what has washed up on the Eye of Terror's tides. Admiral Spire. Just as our agents promised. They are better even than I believed.
It looks like Drang wasn't the last of their spies. The whole administratum's rotting with them, most likely.
Your luck is ended, Admiral. Or do you think your hulls can withstand both the wrath of the planet killer?
Taking heavy damage!
The Iron Warriors.
Stand firm, then. We defeated the planet killer once before. We will do so again.
Imperial escort destroyed!
Energy buildup detected, High Admiral.
That accursed thing's about to fire.
All ships, clear that kill zone, now!
One of our ships is gone, sir!
New vessels entering the engagement zone, High Admiral. Adeptus Astartes signatures. It's the Macrag's honor.
Admiral Spire, I see you've brought my prey to heel. For that I thank you. We shall end its threat together.
It will be my honor, Lord Commander.
Primarch, here. I never thought I'd see the day.
All hands! The Lord Commander calls us to war. We shall not be found wanting.
We can't take much more!
State your order!
Imperial escort destroyed!
Ready!
Victory is ours, and it is well won in the Emperor's name. We have met our sacred duty through blood and toil, and will do so again.
What of the spies? That doesn't bode well.
A problem for another day, Commodore. Have no doubt that they will find judgment.
With the Emperor's foremost son as Lord Commander of the Imperium, a new hope stirred.
Admiral, I congratulate you on your victory.
My thanks, Lord Commander. I do my duty.
And you do it well. You may consider my forces under your command. This is your sphere of battle, and I trust your instincts.
I hope to prove myself worthy of that trust, Lord Commander.
This is a poor time to rely on hope, Admiral. Prove yourself through deeds.
Caliban, a world torn asunder by betrayal, and haunted by the treacheries of the ancient past. What remains is shrouded in mystery, and shielded from the prying eyes of the Inquisition by the Dark Angels who once called this world home. But war has a way of bringing secrets to light. As conflict rages across the sector, who knows what glimmers of truth might flare beneath the light of dying stars.
Admiral Spire! Surely my eyes deceive me! Stand down, man! We are not your enemy!
That's Captain Abradil. It can't be.
Captain Abradil? But you died. Hundreds of years ago. At the end of the Gothic War. This is impossible.
Hundreds of years? No! Has it been so long? The Blackstone fortress's energy beams flung me into the warp. I thought it only a few days. Weeks at most.
Lord High Admiral, what are your orders?
It isn't Abradil. It can't be. I saw him die. We proceed. Emperor have mercy.
Spire! Cease fire! You're killing us! Your brothers in arms! Cease fire!
You are not Captain Abradil. You are not my comrade. Xythian! I know this is your doing. Show yourself.
High Admiral, perhaps?
Keep firing! Tear that ship apart!
We gave everything for the Imperium. For the Emperor. Is this our thanks for sacrifice?
Lord High Admiral?
It's an illusion, don't you see? Sorcery plumbed from the depths of hell by Xythian's witchery.
Oh, there is illusion here. But which is which? What is real? The voice or the vessel? Perhaps both. Perhaps neither. Do you feel your sanity slipping away, Admiral? Do you feel your mind unraveling?
Keep firing!
Enemy flagship destroyed, Lord High Admiral.
Abradil is long dead. He perished a hero, giving his life to save billions. Xythian's death is the finest tribute I could ever offer such a warrior.
Lord High Admiral, what if Captain Abradil was truly aboard that vessel?
Then we brought him mercy, Commodore. The hero of Schindelgeist would never have set his life above duty. My conscience is clear.
Admiral Spire? I knew you'd seek me out before long.
Obliteration is the only possible reward for villainy such as yours. This meeting was inevitable.
Why play so coy, Admiral? You were drawn to me, to the pleasures that only I can provide. Only I can sate your obsessions, your innermost desire.
Tear that vessel apart! I want that depraved monster blasted to ash!
As you command.
So angry, so deliciously wrathful. I offer your deepest desires, and you repay me thus?
Your death is all I desire.
And to think I spared your life, all those centuries ago.
Changing course.
A thankless child you have proven.
Spared me? I think not.
But I did.
Enemy sighted.
Long ago, in the wake of the Gothic War, I held my fire. Even then, I knew you would crawl to me, submit to me.
My soul is in the Emperor's charge, and no others.
This vessel is destroyed. My congratulations. The sadistic glee is destroyed, High Admiral. The Lord Purgator's reign is ended.
As it should. And yet I cannot help but wonder. Did he speak truly? Did he save my life?
More fool him if he did, Lord High Admiral.
Perhaps. No. The Emperor was my deliverance that day. The angels of Baal his righteous hand. Corda's delusions are ended. That will suffice.
So, we have a communication from Eldrathane Voidstinger.
Unexpected? Very well. Let me hear it.
Admiral Spire, I see you have survived where your puppet master did not.
Speak plainly, or not at all, Eldrathane.
I merely observe that your Admiral Drang has met a deserved end, as has the vile Devram Corda. I am minded to forgive your trespasses upon the former's order, in gratitude for your ending the tyranny of the latter. Corda sent too many souls to the gullet of she who thirsts.
I see. And your vengeance for Craftworld Astara?
Consummated some time ago. You cannot be everywhere, Admiral. And the Void is dangerous to primitives.
Murdering xenos.
Quiet, Commodore. Then what would you have of me, if not retribution?
Yvraine, emissary of Enid, believes that our races would be well served to face the archenemy together. She offers you a chance to prove your worthiness of such an alliance.
And how would I prove that worthiness?
Assist in the reclamation of an ancient artifact known as the Spirit Gate from the world of Lysis. In return, Yvraine offers an immediate cessation of violence and pact of mutual defense. You may confirm your acceptance through deed.
A truce? With the perfidious Aeldari? I forbid this course, High Admiral.
Inquisitor, I thought you had returned to Terra.
This matter called to me as more important than trivia concerning Inquisitor Valeria. You cannot trust the Aeldari. You will ignore their request.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, we have an opportunity for more than an alliance. We have a chance to learn what the Aeldari intend.
True enough. Very well. Proceed. But remember your loyalties, High Admiral.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Admiral Spire. You are late. We have held vigil over Antharic's forces for many days.
Late? We arrived as soon as we were able.
And yet too late. The Spirit Gate has been stolen by disciples of the Architect of Fate. We will atone through reclamation. It must be taken intact, Do not destroy the vessel, or all is lost.
So you would have us do what you cannot?
If you wish Yvrain's blessing, your course is clear. Board the flagship. Reclaim the Spirit Gate.
So, the Aeldari send another pawn my way. They are manipulative creatures, are they not? Can you not see the path they have set you upon?
Ignore the deceiver. Remain focused. The Spirit Gate is near.
Indeed. I have it aboard this very ship.
My lord, the Spirit Gate signature is registering on the vessel designated the Phoenix Ashes.
I have 3 security battalions awaiting your order, my Lord High Admiral. Get us aboard. We'll get it done. We serve. No sign of any Aeldari artifacts here, my lord. I did find a cabal of sorcerers performing some kind of ritual. We killed them all.
Energy signatures faded. Must have been tied to that ritual.
I foresaw your victory.
Maxon, get aboard. That vessel was a decoy.
You dance to a tune you cannot hear.
We've another vessel in the battle zone.
Energy signature present on the new arrival. Designate the Eternum Surveyor.
Maxon, it seems the vessel awaiting your pleasure.
By all means, my lord. My lads are ready for a fight. Will not fail you.
Where you see certainty, I see choice. Fate is never as straightforward as you might wish.
We're taking heavy losses, but we're almost there. Looks like some kind of temple.
Registering multi-spectrum energy spike aboard the traitor vessel.
It's a trap. It's going to blow.
Maxon! Maxon! Get your men out of there! Get them!
It is too late.
Emperor preserve you, Maxon. Magos, report!
Are you so easily deceived? You dance to a tune you cannot hear.
We've another vessel in the battle zone.
Energy signature present on the new arrival. Interference makes interpretation uncertain. Telemetry indicates the Phoenix Ashes.
Clear. We are at the crux. You cannot leave until fate's course is fixed. I forbid it.
Signature. The Spirit Gate is aboard the Shadow of Tizca.
Have we enough men left aboard that vessel?
I don't know. Perhaps, with a bit of righteous fire in their bellies.
Enemy sighted! We wait your command.
The Spirit Gate's energy signature is interfering with our warp engines. We cannot depart until the artifact is disabled.
I have no intention of leaving until this sorcerer and his followers are all dead.
Good. It would seem Eldrathane made his choice well. Yvrain will be pleased.
You have the Spirit Gate? It seems my faith was not misplaced. It is my honor to introduce Yvrain, Daughter of Shades and Emissary of Inid.
Admiral Spire, you have done a great service today. Your actions have set fate's river flowing upon a new course.
What I did from duty.
If that is truly what you believe, now, you will deliver the Spirit Gate to my representatives.
By the cursed 9, he will not!
Inquisitor, What is this?
This Spirit Gate is a tainted xenos artifact. It falls under my authority. It shall be quarantined, studied, and dissected.
No. This cannot be. Without the Spirit Gate. Admiral Spire, this Carrion Eater does not see the wider truths at play. He does not understand. Deliver the Spirit Gate to us. It is vital beyond comprehension.
Inquisitor, perhaps we should...
High Admiral Spire, by the authority of the Inquisitorial Seal, I command you to place the Xenos artifact in my keeping.
My lord, please understand. We cannot fight this war on two fronts. The Aeldari will serve better as allies than as foes. The Chaos threat must supersede all others. Ivrain, we await your emissaries. We will surrender the Spirit Gate.
Again, you prove Eldrathane's faith well-founded. It is refreshing to see one of your kind willing to follow through on an oath made.
I see. This is my error. I placed too much trust in you, Spire. These Xenos have corrupted you. What happens next, you brought upon yourself. Vessels of the fleet! The once High Admiral Spire has betrayed the authority invested in him. I call upon all truly loyal sons of the Imperium to place themselves under my orders. We shall remain true to our duty.
The Righteous Fury is readying its warp engines. It's not the only one.
How many?
Too many.
Admiral Spire, it would seem that your Inquisitor has lost himself to madness. Even now, he readies an assault against Craftworld Ostara.
Commodore, is this true?
No way to know, my lord. But it sounds like the sort of thing Darkhammer would do. He has a reputation.
By the terms of our alliance, I demand you bring your vessels to Ostara's defense.
She wants us to fight our own ships now.
Perhaps it won't come to that. Darkhammer may yet listen to reason.
The Righteous Fury and its fleet are on final approach. Spire, you will be our talons. Void Stinger and I shall serve as your wings.
Why can't they just say center, port, and starboard?
I'm gladdened that you chose this course, Admiral. It will be a pleasure to fight alongside you once more.
I yet hope this can be resolved without bloodshed. Battle here gives me no joy.
Sorrow is part of the times, Admiral. Allow it to grant you purpose, as we do.
This is the Righteous Fury to all vessels under the flag of the once Admiral Spire. Return to the fold and you shall be spared judgment. Remain allied to the perfidious Aeldari and suffer the Emperor's wrath.
Lord Inquisitor, I beg you, turn aside from the course you've chosen. The Aeldari are not our enemies.
Spire, I had such hopes for you. Your errors are mine, and I shall see them all expunged. My cyclonic torpedoes will tear that brittle craft world apart.
Initiate emergency repairs.
The craft world's infinity cannons are charging. They will soon be ready to fire.
I've seen those things in action. They'll help even the odds.
They cannot sustain a barrage, and once fixed, the firing coordinates cannot be altered.
Do you think you can keep your lumbering groks out of the blast zone, Admiral Spire?
We shall endeavor to do nothing foolish.
Reporting successful boarding action.
By incompetence and traitors.
It is over, Inquisitor. There has been too much death today, for no purpose.
Too much. Too much. The tally is far from reckoned. I shall strike that craft well from the stars myself.
You must be meaning to launch cyclonic torpedoes. Those things crack planets.
The righteous fury is closing. In 3 minutes, it will be within bombardment range. You must prevent this.
Your treachery shall live forever in the minds of the righteous. Those who followed you will burn in the craft world's cleansing pyre.
Such is not our fate. Commence firing.
Perfidious is the word. They were luring Darkhammer in all the time.
Attention, all attacking vessels. This is Lord High Admiral Spire. Inquisitor Darkhammer is dead. His madness ends with him. Stand down, or share his fate.
They're breaking off, my lord. Weapons powering down.
Good. Have them boarded. We will purge Darkhammer's acolytes from the fleet, and put this sorry episode behind us.
You have done well, Admiral Spire. I will give orders that we depart this region. We will trouble you no more.
Wait! What about our alliance?
Why? We just had one, did we not? We agreed nothing concerning the duration, and I decree it has run its course.
Like I said, perfidious.
Enemy sighted.
Listening posts report no trace of Aeldari activity.
Then Yvraine has departed as she promised. Would the Aeldari had joined their forces to ours?
Better off without them, far as I can tell. They'd only stab us in the back tomorrow.
Indeed. Perhaps this is for the best.
High Admiral Spire. A pleasure to renew your acquaintance.
What do you want, Trazin?
My wants are beyond you, alas. But I am not above the granting of gifts.
We want no gift from you.
Then I won't warn you that the Nephiru are awakening the Dark Throne, a colossal battle station of delightful potency. Nor shall I inform you that it is hidden somewhere amongst the Sentinel worlds. As you want no gift, I mean.
Again you betray your kind.
Not my kind, High Admiral. The Nephiru. And they offended me. You might keep that in mind.
To the eye of Terra's galactic southwest lies the barren expanse of the Sentinel worlds. The Imperium has only the sparsest foothold in this region, and many mysteries abound. There are so many rumors, so many drunken spaces tales, that it had become impossible to separate fact from fiction. But the feeling remains, some ancient, buried instinct, that something terrible lies sleeping amidst the Sentinel worlds. And it would be best not to rouse it.
High probability that the Dark Throne resides in the Lone Star system.
Have a hymnal sent, requesting reinforcements. We have work to do.
I understand you've discovered the Dark Throne's location.
How do you... Never mind. Yes, we've uncovered anomalous activity in the Lone Star system.
Yes, that would make sense. Do not engage them lightly. A marker may be dust on the solar winds, but the Nephiru have no shortage of warriors.
Nor have we. Are our reinforcements here?
New vessels entering the battle zone.
Hail and well met, Lord High Admiral. The Blood Angels stand ready to assist.
As do the Raven Guard, and with less bluster.
You have my gratitude. The coming battle will challenge us like no other.
The Blood Angels recall too well the lessons of the World Engine, seemingly brother to this construction. We shall assist however we can.
Archmagos Numerian apologizes, but a warp storm has delayed his arrival. He pledges to join us as soon as able.
We cannot wait. This ends now.
Escort vessel lost.
The size of it.
Have faith, Commodore. We shall prevail. All vessels, prepare to engage.
Acknowledged. We shall prevail.
Victory will be won on the ground, not in space. Distract the foe, and the Sons of Korax will do what must be done.
Agreed. May we do the Emperor proud this day.
Cursed shades! There's too much interdiction fire from those defense platforms. We've lost 2 Thunderhawks already. Our drop pods won't survive a planet strike.
We will have to destroy the defense before the ground assault can begin. There is no glory in failure.
Helm, you heard him. Set course for the nearest defense platform.
More Necron vessels entering the battle zone.
Defense platforms are destroyed, but we're still facing heavy fire from the surface.
To the dark winds with your caution! The battle slips from our grasp! Engines to full!
Solari! Solari!
Battle barge is destroyed, but we have reached the surface. I have a large vortex bomb, and I intend to use it. It will take time to get it into position.
You'll never get clear.
No, I imagine not. Buy us time. We will do the rest.
We need more ships.
You have them. My regrets for the delay, Lord High Admiral.
I cannot hold you to account for the vagaries of the warp, Archmagos. Join your fire to ours, and all is forgiven.
Reinforcements received! Securing drop zone! Planting charges!
Your service does the Emperor proud.
My lord, we have another Necron fleet. Closing fast.
At last, I have you in my grasp, upstart. You will not thwart my magnificent schemes. You will kneel before me, broken in body and will.
Solari, what progress?
The bomb is almost in position! We need more time! And more blades!
Time is fast escaping us, Solari. But you shall have whatever warriors we can spare.
All power to engines!
I commend you, Solari. Commodore, We need an extraction zone.
No! No time! We are overrun! I strike this blow for the Emperor! Victorious out mortis!
Crom vessels are disengaging. The Dark Throne. Projections indicate it will fully collapse within hours.
Victory is ours, but at great cost. Prepare a missive to deliverance. The Raven Guard should know how their brothers died.
Never known an Astartes die easily. But this was something else.
Indeed. Solari was the Emperor's righteous hand this day.
The threat of the Neferu dynasty was no more, scattered across the stars.
And with that, the ancient menace is at last destroyed.
With your permission, High Admiral, I will contact Mars. They will wish to take samples for further study.
Are we sure that's a good idea? There could be anything left behind. Who knows what might happen?
And I can think of no one more suited to managing the consequences than the Adeptus Mechanicus. Send your missive, Magos.
Yes, High Admiral.
The Skelos subsector is located to the galactic west of the Eye of Terror. Its capital planet, Skelos, is a feral world and was once the homeworld of the Sons of Malice. Once loyal space marines, they turned on the Imperium in the years leading to the 13th Black Crusade. The original name of the Sons of Malice has been lost to Imperial record, but it is speculated that they were one of the 20 chapters of the Astartes Precis, a founding created with the express purpose of safeguarding the region surrounding the Eye of Terror. The cold and unforgiving wastes of Skelos provide the Sons of Malice no shortage of barbaric recruits. Indeed, the Sons' foul religious practices trace their origins to those of the tribesmen from which they sprang. A scouring, conducted by the Cadian 331st, was thought to have ended these grisly traditions. Certainly the natives were thought exterminated, and the Sons of Malice driven off. But rumors have surfaced suggesting that the world is not so empty as was believed. It would seem that the Sons of Malice still stake a claim to this miserable planet. They will surely do whatever they must to make it theirs once more.
Blessed Admiral, this day has been long in the coming. Embrace the Grandfather. Let me share his gifts.
I come to purge your contagion, not fuel it.
And yet, the Plague of Unbelief already will take root all the same. You will succumb. You will all succumb.
Never. The Emperor's fire shall end your blight for good.
You cannot kill me. My body burgeons with Grandfather's blessings. My flesh seethes with his glory.
Righteousness burns away all heresy. Even yours.
You are deluded. Let the rot fill your bones. Let Nurgle's seeping unguents curdle your blood. Only then will you see the truth.
I have the Emperor's truth in my thoughts, and his light in my eyes. I need nothing more. Intensify the bombardment.
With pleasure, Lord High Admiral. rest, my lord. The last of the plague ships has been destroyed.
And not before time. Let us hope that our holy fire redeems their corrupted flesh.
And our own.
Explain.
I am receiving ship-wide reports of symptoms indicative of walking pox. Recommend purge and quarantine protocols.
How many?
Estimate 48.63% of surviving crew are infected.
Kill half of our crew? Lord High Admiral.
It must be done, Commodore. Oversee the purge, and ensure the martyrs' names are recorded for official recognition.
Skyrack Slaughterborn is dead.
An adequate performance, but we must do better. Abaddon will not be so easily taken.
We put an end to Slaughterborn. We'll best his master too. You wait and see.
Your confidence is infectious, Commodore. Have a care it doesn't sour to pride. I confess, I had my doubts about this course. But the Emperor strode with us in the darkness and brought us victory.
Having a few score macro cannon helped, it has to be said.
Yes. Faith and fury. The foundations of the Imperium, and the tools that may yet bring us to salvation. Let Abaddon beware. We have fortified our defenses, clawed our worlds back from the clutch of heretics and traitors. It is well past time to carry the fight to our enemy's heartlands.
Into the Eye of Terror. With respect, sir, we don't have nearly enough vessels for such a campaign.
Then we shall find them. The hour of vengeance has come.
Now that, my lord, that's a lot of ships.
It will serve, if the Emperor is with us.
How could he not be? We're on the brink of a righteous crusade.
True enough, Commodore. True enough.
Our fleet stands ready, my Lord High Admiral. We await only our orders.
Set course for the Eidolon sector. This campaign will test us as never before.
A difficult voyage, Lord High Admiral, but achievable. However, we will be without anchorage.
We shall manage. It is a rare campaign that proceeds without difficulty. But we are equal to the task.
That we are, sir.
The Eidolon sector lies at the heart of the Eye of Terror, at the point where reality bleeds away into the formless tides of the Immaterium. Stronghold of the Despoiler, headwater of every Black Crusade, there is no mortal law here that is not imposed by cruelty, and no physical law beyond the whim of the Dark Gods. The Plague Planet, home of Mortarion and his Death Guard traitor legion. This is a world of 10,000 contagions, where skies weep with pus and seas teem with disease. Sortiaris is the current homeworld of the Thousand Suns traitor legion. Ringed by the screaming souls of the betrayed dead and blasted by the tides of the warp. It is a planet no sane man would tread without cause, or at least without a numberless army at his back. Oliensis, throne of decadence, and bane of many a righteous soul. The world is a living perversion, a deathless monument to the pursuit of pleasure above all else. Though the world's origins are argued over by the adepts of terror, it is known that at least one Space Marine chapter met its demise on the Oliensis surface. Reports suggest that those who fall to Oliensis' embrace are reborn as blasphemous mirrors of their prior selves, shackled to the will of Slaanesh. Drakasi, Khorne's slaughter pit. Only the strongest survive the crucible of its arenas, and then only until the favor of the gods turns against them once more. Eidolon itself was once an Aeldari world, but now lies shackled by the madness of chaos, with an empire dedicated to each of the chaos powers constantly vying with the others for dominance. It is said that there are more ways to die on Eidolon than anywhere else. Though as no one ever returns, this can be considered little more than rumor.
And so, at last, the loyalist cur comes slinking from his kennel, fangs bared. How many centuries have you sought my death, little admiral? How heavy does your failure weight you down? Does hubris gnaw at your bones? That you still draw breath is only because I find you amusing. But my patience grows thin, and your prospects thinner still. I shall scatter your pathetic fleet across the stars.
All vessels, this is Lord High Admiral Spire. We are at the Despoiler's Gate. Even now his fleet moves to engage us. The false blessings of the Dark Gods are upon them, and they seek our depths. But we do not fight alone. The Emperor walks with us. We are his hand, and his flaming sword. So too come the spirits of the dead, of Cadia, Laurentix, Amistal, and 1,000 more. They lend us strength, and demand vengeance in return. They shall not find us wanting. May warrior's fortune be with us all.
So you are here, little admiral. Face me in battle. I will grant you a good death. This is no place for mortals. It is the realm of the gods and their champions. By venturing here, you forfeit existence. Against the assembled might of my legion, you are nothing.
The Despoiler himself. At last. Magos Kron, I want a location. War Master Abaddon, you no longer have anywhere to hide. Many lifetimes I have sought your head. Today I claim it for my Emperor.
In your final moments, the Emperor's falsehoods will fall from your eyes, and you shall perceive the truth.
The Vengeful Spirit has taken station deep behind the Chaos Fleet.
Enemy vessels are moving to engage.
Very well. We shall not disappoint them. All crews to their posts. The Emperor's light is upon us. We shall not fail him this day. We are coming for you, Despoiler. You have plagued this galaxy for too long.
We shall cross lances, but only in the hour of my choosing. Kara's Goreflood, you have my leave to launch your assault. Blood for the Blood God! Skulls for the Skull Throne!
Your curs have fallen, War Master. Their treachery at last repaid in death. Can you offer nothing better?
Spire, my followers are as numberless as the Emperor's lies. Vizier Yukani, you may proceed.
As you will it, so shall it be done.
No! The glory of this kill shall be mine! I deserve it! I will taste his fear! Sound the fanfare!
What an honor! Everyone wants us dead.
We have 2 enemy fleets on approach.
I've survived worse in my time. I will do so again. We have our duty, Commodore.
Aye, my lord. The Emperor protects.
Both our flaming sword and our bulwark in dark times. Prepare to fire!
Incompetent worms. Wrathbringer Maltrius, it falls to you. Do not disappoint me. I will bring you his head, but the rest goes to the cauldron. Such a brew his flesh will make. I can almost taste it.
Hold firm. We bested the others. We shall not fail now.
You heard the Admiral. Stand to your guns. Show that pox-ridden swine what we can do.
Master, you have no more lackeys to send. Will you face me now? Or is a traitor's apostasy exceeded only by his rank cowardice?
Your words are those of a child, blind and mewling in the darkness. I will scatter your pitiful fleet, and you will die by inches, your torment eked out across eternity. Only when you sing my praises will I permit the dark gods to claim your worthless scrap of soul. Let's slip the fleet!
The Vengeful Spirit is underway. The whole damn fleet's underway.
Steady, Commodore. The Emperor stands with us. We will prevail. So long as we keep to our courage.
And to our guns.
Guns, I think, will serve us well in this hour.
As you say, my lord. I just wish we had more. All the better to light the darkness. My lord! A new fleet has entered the battle zone.
Is there no end to the Despoiler's might?
It's not the Despoiler. It's...
Have no fear, warriors of mankind. For death's emissaries fight beside you this day.
Yvraine, here. But you ended our alliance.
We need no alliance to act in common cause. The foe before us eclipses all other enmities. Esthenai Duran, Admiral Spire. Bring this to conclusion.
I don't believe it.
You wanted more guns, Commodore. Now you have them.
I offer my service in your cause. We're all summoned in terror. We share the same foes.
Join our fight against the Despoiler.
To victory or to death. You may depend upon it.
I fear your gods no more than I fear you. Your day is done, Abaddon. The dead of your Black Crusade call out for vengeance, and I shall deliver it to them.
The dead, they languish in torment. They give voice only to their own suffering. As so shall you.
We're doing it. The Vengeful Spirit's showing massive structural damage. It's starting to come apart.
No. This cannot be. I shall not fall to a puppet of the corpse Emperor.
Intensify firepower. Tear that ship apart!
At long last, at the cost of countless millions of lives, Abaddon the Despoiler finally met his end, and a debt owed since the darkest days of the Horus Heresy was at last repaid. But his death could not undo the legacy of devastation he had wrought. The Imperium would face other battles against the Dark Gods. This was no ending, but a new beginning. Cadia had fallen, but its name and legend lived on.
Warriors of mankind, the Emperor has tested us, and we have not been found wanting. By his will and our faithfulness, we have journeyed through darkness, through fire, and now emerge into the brilliant light of a new dawn. But that light shines only so long as we keep it fed. Through our sacrifice, through the valor of the Imperial Navy, mankind shall endure. There is no peace in these stars, only a crucible of war in which our faith is forever tested. Our service we owe to our comrades. Our lives we spend for the Imperium. And our souls, now and forevermore, belong to the Emperor.